What's good, everyone? Today we have an arm day, so it's Sunday, which is usually my rest day, but um, I didn't go yesterday because I just decided to play some sports with friends. So instead, I'm going today. But Sunday will still be my rest day. It's just that my schedule is gonna kind of change a bit since today's arm day instead of yesterday. That means that legs will be on Monday. So I guess my weeks are gonna start with legs. So what we got here is 4 scrambled eggs with ketchup, an everything bagel with cream cheese spread on the 2 halves, and then we got a glass of milk, and then I got the rest of the jug here because I like to finish the milk or like drink around 3 to 4 glasses of milk afterwards because milk just tastes so good and it's extra calories. All right, now we have our pre-workout snacks. So we have a banana and Rice Krispies for some carbs, and then we got some creatine over here. And the creatine is not like a pre-workout because it like saturates your muscles over time, but like I just like to take it in the morning. So now that it's like basically summer break, I'm gonna be taking this along with my pre-workout snacks because I like to work out in the morning, but when I had school I had to work out in the afternoon. So I'll see you guys at the gym. Alright, so honestly, I think this session was really good because I haven't had pre-workout in so long, so I haven't been like really caffeine dependent, and I just been eating my normal pre-workout snacks, but I still be progressing like super fast. Like I just don't know how I'm doing it. Like it might just be like above average genetics or something, but at the same time it takes a lot of consistency. But we start off with the easy bar curls with 25 plates on each side. I honestly don't know how much the actual bar weighs because I know the regular barbells, they weigh like 45 pounds, but I don't know how much these ones weigh. But it's just like it supports your wrists much more, so that's why I kind of choose these over barbells. I'm still gonna have barbells in my program or routine, but it's just that I think I want to build my kind of like wrist strength up or like grip strength. I don't know which one it is because I have like some small wrist still because I grew up really skinny, and then it's only within like a year I gained this much weight because if you guys didn't know, when I was 15 years old I was like 138 pounds and like 5'9", and that was like 15 years old. And then now I'm 16 and 5'11" and 170 pounds, so I gained a lot of weight, but I still got the small like end joints, like the ankles and wrists, they're still like very small. So like even though like my biceps, my triceps, like everything's been growing, but my wrists, they just stayed small because there's not really a muscle you can grow there, but you can grow the forearms. But it just feels much easier on my wrist when I use this bar instead of the barbell, so that's why I'm using it right now. And then we drop the weight to 15, I think 15 pounds on each side. And I think this is probably one of my favorite exercises already because it's like the fact I can load up so much weight on this like pretty easy and like kind of progress easy as well. And then I can push so close to failure because like I just did that for my first 2 sets and then it just felt really good. And then of course I still have some swinging here and there, but like that's like near the end of my reps when I'm basically to failure, and then it's so easy to just keep going right after you can't finish your last rep because I just kept like trying to move the weight up, and then I'm just taking the biceps all the way to failure. And then we move to the 40-pound dumbbells. So we got the regular standing curls, and it's single armed. Before I started adding like barbells and easy bar curls to my program, I used to do only dumbbell curls and like cable curls, and then the dumbbell curls I would do is like 45 pounds. But because we have the like whichever bar I choose that day, like for example this day is easy bar curls, so because I have like a bar curl before my dumbbells, I have to lighten the weight a bit. So instead of 45, I'm like at 40 pounds right now for dumbbells, and then it's kind of like the finisher or like isolator for my bicep now rather than my main exercise for biceps, because I would do dumbbells first and then cables after, but now I have the bar first and then dumbbells, which I think I low-key prefer because I never really felt like dumbbells are supposed to be like the main compound you have for your biceps. Because I remember before I even started lifting weights, I would do like chin ups on a pull up bar because I didn't like really have any weights. So I just always felt like there was like a better compound, like for example, chin ups or something. But I just don't like doing chin ups that much anymore. I like to do like some form of curls. In my opinion, I don't know. I just think I like them like much better than chin ups. But I might do them here and there, like maybe on a day where actually I don't know when I'm gonna do it. But I do have a weight belt now, or like the dip belt, so I can progressive overload on chin ups if I wanted to. And then we have the 45-pound dumbbell hammer curls over here. And usually I do 50 pounds, but I don't know. It's like the bar curls. They're just such an amazing compound. They just like target my biceps so like effectively. And then I'm just like too tired and gassed to do like my regular weight for even hammer curls now. And yeah, hammer curls, they just be growing the biceps wider because that's also something I've been wanting to bring up because um again, I grew up skinny, so not only was my biceps small and like arms small in general, like when you look from the side, but especially like if you look at the front, a lot of skinny teens and everyone like who's grown up skinny, like they can probably relate to this, but it just looks so thin from the front view, which always made me kind of insecure. But anyways, we're bringing that up. And we got the 70-pound dumbbell shoulder press, so we hit another PR because we've been hitting like 4 reps on this movement for so long with the 70 pounds, and then we finally ended up progressing to 5 reps. Like legit just fought for that last rep. I was like, you know what, today's gonna be the day I'm gonna get 5 reps. Like, it's actually crazy. And I don't even know how I really did it, honestly, because I was not expecting to get a PR on dumbbell shoulder press because last time I didn't even do dumbbell shoulder press. I did the machine. And then, yeah, I just felt like I was a bit tired from the dumbbells, and I just felt like, you know, it's free weights and like I might injure myself if I like go too much. So that's why I did machine last session. And then at this point of the workout, I was already like super gassed from already like the bicep parts of the workout. So I just didn't even expect to like get even 4 reps on the 70-pound dumbbell shoulder presses, but I ended up progressing to 5 reps. And I'm still on like no caffeine or anything. It's legit just pre-workout and breakfast I had today. Plus I'm like working out in the morning as well because usually I work out in the afternoon because of like after school. But because school is basically over, like I still got another day tomorrow, but it's technically the last day like already like 2 days ago. So I already consider it like summer already because tomorrow there's gonna be like no teaching lessons. Maybe like 1 or 2, but like I don't think anyone's really gonna be paying attention. But yeah, because marks are like already due tomorrow, so yeah, school is basically ended in my book. So since school is ended, I work out in the morning because I prefer to get my workout crushed like early in the day because it just feels like really good because I can just like use that to feed like some momentum and stuff, like if you guys know what I'm saying, because I can get a lot more stuff done, like a lot of work done because I got a lot to do in my days. But the gym is still very important to me, so I feel like I'm the type of person where like if I do it too late in the day, I'm gonna be like, but like really should I, because it's getting kind of late and you know like gotta sleep soon and stuff like that. So that's why I want to like kind of crush it as early as possible, so then I like gain that momentum at the start of my day as well. And yeah, so after all that yapping, I forgot I was on the ladder raises. So I don't even know what weight I hit for machine ladder raises. I think it's like 65 pounds, but this machine is probably my favorite for ladder raises. I keep mentioning this in like every video, but it just feels so good on the side delts because I never had this in like any of my old gyms, or like I went to one gym before this gym, but it's not even really considered a gym because it's a community center gym, and some people don't even consider that gym, but I consider that a gym. And then before that, I was just working out at home, so I only ever had access to like dumbbells or cables. And then now we have the weighted dips. So we got the 45 and 35 plate, making it 80 pounds. So this is a new PR I got today. Like we just be hitting PRs like left and right. Like I don't even know how we're doing it, because it's always on the days I don't expect to progress, like even just like maintain, and then I end up like getting some sort of PR or progression on an exercise. Like we already progressed on the 70 pounds for 5 reps, and then today we hit the 80 pounds for 5 reps on weighted dips because if you guys didn't watch the other video, last time I hit the weighted dips was like I think 2 days ago, which was day 25 of my workout series. And then I hit 80 pounds for weighted dips for like only 3 reps. Like I even struggled for the 3rd rep. And then now in this session, just 2 days later, I already hit the 80 pounds for 5 reps. Like, yo, the progression just be crazy. But that's exactly what we want. We're just gonna keep progressing, and all we gotta do is just stay consistent. And yeah, we just gotta block out the noise and just stay on the grind, stay on the consistent grind. And then we hit the last set with 45 and 15 pounds, I think. And then we do some more triceps. We got the V-bar push downs to just isolate the triceps even more, because dips are my main compound for triceps, because you know how there's like main compounds for like basically each muscle group. So like for biceps, we saw earlier, I do some sort of bar curl as my main compound first, and then we got dumbbells like for isolation. And then for my triceps, I consider weighted dips to be my main compound exercise, and then V-bar push downs or like any type of push downs are like considered my isolation for triceps. And honestly, this method that I've been doing has been like kind of working for me, because my muscles have been like growing fast, and at the same time I've been gaining strength, which is exactly what I want, because the rep range I'm in, a lot of people like sometimes they don't like understand the rep range, I guess, because it's like very low. Like I stay in like the 3 to 7 rep range, I'd say, because most exercise like 4 to 7 rep range or 3 to 6. I think the only exercise I do 3 to 6 on is weighted dips, but for most of my exercise, my rep range is actually like 4 to 7. But because of that, my rep range is 3 to 7 reps. And the reason why I don't like to go 8 or over, like I did used to do 8 to 12 reps as my rep range like back then when I was like a complete beginner, especially to the gym, because I had to like learn the form and stuff and like maintain the safe technique so that I don't like injure myself, of course. So I don't like I'm not against the 8 to 12 reps. Like whatever rep range you guys like to do, just do it as long as you stay consistent. It's just that I love my rep range 3 to 7 reps because I just like lifting heavy, and then I know the forms and like everything to do with like working out. So like, and I even got the recovery nutrition on point, because that's also really important. And just as long as you got everything settled and everything right, whatever rep range you do, it really doesn't matter. All that matters at the end of the day is that you're at the gym and that you're staying consistent. Anyways, we got the weighted decline crunches. And in most videos you guys see me like go all the way down on the bench, but for this session I didn't, because I recently found out that it's actually better to not go all the way down and also have like the notch not as high, because there's a lot of hip hinge that is involved with lowering your body all the way down and all the way up. So I don't want to like do a lot of like hip hinging and stuff like that, because I want to target my abs. I'm trying to get like thicker abs. I'm not trying to like work on whatever like the hip hinge thing is. So that's why I'm like stopping roughly parallel or sometimes slightly below parallel, because that's like the sweet spot to just get the abs constantly in tension. And I found out that, yeah, because like I was asking on Google, because I was searching it up, I was like, so why shouldn't I, if I'm not supposed to lower my torso all the way down, then what's the point of the decline? And then I think I read it's something to do with like gravity, because like the switch of angle, like it forces your abs to constantly be in tension, because if you're like on the flat surface, then like there's no tension when you're at the bottom. But because of the decline, even when you're parallel, like there's still space between you and the bench, so there's still tension at the bottom. And then yeah, there's just a lot of pressure, tension on your abs like at all times. So that's why this exercise is like that. And yeah, that's all for the workout, and I'll see you guys in the next one.